For me, it was a combination of two things. One, this shopping centre didn't already have a vegan or vegetarian presence, and it's quite a large food court, and it's also a really quite luxurious food court. And so I thought I would like to integrate the concept of having vegetarian, vegan food in a luxurious environment like this, and also to integrate, and this is the second part of the answer, my personal beliefs and my personal aspirations toward how I would like to make money. So it sat very well with me that I could integrate potential success and money making with my belief. I wanted to use that emerging market of superfoods that people are starting to adopt into their diet and integrate that with vegan food, plant-based food, but I wanted it to be tasty, and I wanted it to be healthy, and I wanted it to be raw, and I wanted it to be unique. And we were able to create that with Supercharger because we have meals that are extraordinarily flavorful, like dals, which we don't need to season up with too much spices or too much salt, that are gluten-free, that are extraordinarily healthy, have an abundance of minerals and nutrients, but we're able to integrate that with basic fundamentals like potato and rice, and beautiful bases like quinoa. Then integrating sauces as well, so delicious sauces like spicy kale and paprika sauces and tahinis, and making these flavours all work together in unison was part of the goal. And we were lucky enough to be able to do it. We created an extremely healthy product that's also very tasty. Yeah, it's in Chatham Street, so off Chapel. It is a larger store than this one. It has its own shop front and its own seats. It's our second store, and it's going to utilise a lot of technological advancements in food production so that we are able to create more stores. So the idea is that we build these beautiful meals, and the very moment that they are made, we will use a technique similar to crybacking, which will pretty much contain the food in its immediate cooked glory, with all of its values intact, flavour, the food itself not being degraded in any way, and then we will cryback it in this machine, this multi-back machine, after it's been chill blasted, and then we'll be able to build more stores based on the continuity of product and flavour and consistency, and hopefully Paran is the beginning of many stores. So we will take Supercharger and hopefully expand it to become a giant concept. That's my dream. Yeah, well, Soul Mama was a large vegetarian restaurant in St Kilda. It was not too dissimilar to Supercharger in that the food was chosen and created by the customer at the time of ordering, and it was then put together in bowls or trays as we had in those days. It was vegetarian. The food was also quite delicious, I thought. We had a great chef who was a vegan, she still is, and it was just done nicely for the time. It was in a beautiful environment. It was very successful, but unfortunately we ran out of lease and it closed down. It seems to have grown tenfold, but in fact it's probably grown even more so. The real truth is that so many more people are willing to eat vegan food. People who are admittedly not even vegetarian, but they are willing to take that leap of faith for their health of their bodies and also for the well-being of the animals, and make valued decisions to change to a vegan meal whenever they can, and that is more often. People wanted a high energy-based meal, then she could put a meal together that had strong energy values, and another meal that had strong immunity values, and other meals that may have had strong strength values. So by combining these food types, we were able to create food headers or food styles, and people were able to then order according to how they felt. So we created this wonderful 4-meal concept, which is immunity, lightness, strength, and endurance. And these meals are now form a very popular part of our eating culture. I hope that it becomes a really wonderfully big concept so that we can get the word out there and we can be more available to more people, and therefore it becomes just a better world to live in. So I'm really banking on Supercharger becoming bigger than 2 stores. That's my hope.